It's time to start working on your sequel to your book, What Happened? What the hell happened?
Get someone on your tech staff to disable autofill on your iPhone so that typing an F doesn't become Form Exploratory Committee for 2020.
You know, on Anderson Cooper, you were telling him about alternate nostril breathing. You seem really adept. You should try teaching a class.
Take more photos in the woods. How else are you going to meet unsuspecting hikers?
Take up a new hobby in the new year. Volunteer work, knitting, improv comedy, literally anything that'll keep you from running again.
To finally put away your James Comey voodoo doll. Now, we all know you think that James Comey cost you the election, and he might have, but so did a handful of other things. It's a year later, and time to move on.
So cheers to you, Hillary Clinton.
Cheers to you, Hillary.
Cheers to you, Hillary Clinton.
Kind of funny, right? Well, that was Vanity Fair begging Hillary Clinton to not run again. It happens. It's called comedy. And instead of running again, go quietly away. Now they're getting huge backlash for it, with subscribers angrily attacking them and even burning the magazine. President Trump is taking delight in the magazine's plight, tweeting today. By the way, they apologized quickly. Vanity Fair, which looks as if it's on its last legs, they laid off a bunch of people, is bending over backwards and apologizing for the minor hit they took at Crooked Hillary, Anna Wintour, who was all set to be ambassador to the Court of St. James, and a big fundraiser for Crooked Hillary, is beside herself in grief and begging for forgiveness. So the president getting involved. Ethan Bierman is a liberal radio host over in California and wants to rein in on this perspective. Ethan, do you side with Vanity Fair and their attempted comedy, or do you side with the Hillary supporters who are mad that they would try to bring up something funny about Hillary Clinton?
Well, I think there's a little bit of both going on there. First off, Vanity Fair, you know, is light humor. This is what they do. This is their audience. Some of their audience was very upset. That's why they apologized. But look, Hillary Clinton supporters clearly have a right to still be upset. She won by 2.9 million votes in the popular vote. Furthermore, we have the grabber-in-chief. We have the Me Too movement happening. They have every right to be upset about it. But clearly, the Democratic Party doesn't want her to run in 2020. We need to be looking for younger and more diverse members of the party to step forward here in 2020. I think Vanity Fair did the right thing issuing an apology. That's a smart business move by an American company.
But what did they do? They took a political figure and they did sarcastic comedy on it. You might not think it's funny, but it's free game. Right. You have to admit, her husband, they went after him every night on late night. No one gets beaten up like President Trump on a regular basis. Why isn't she open season? After all, even though she sold a lot of books, the whining for 3 months is a source of comedy, usually.
Yeah, well, but here's the deal. Again, if you own a business, Brian, and your customers are mad at something that you just did, you do an easy apology. Of course Vanity Fair is going to apologize. They need to keep their subscriber base. By the way, the president was factually incorrect yet again today in his tweet. Vanity Fair is doing just fine. The latest numbers I saw was a 2% year-over-year increase, partially because of his attacks on them last year brought a lot of attention, and people added subscriptions in support of Hillary Clinton in opposition to President Trump. So I don't know why he's attacking them, because, well, his attacks didn't work. It gave them more business.
Well, Graydon Carter resigned from his post. He's been an enemy of the president. We do know they laid off a whole bunch of people last year, too. The magazine industry's taken a pounding. But my feeling is this. A magazine is supposed to have an opinion and stand for something. I don't really know. Vanity Fair, it's not something I subscribe to or download. But I just think to apologize when you really didn't make a mistake or a spelling error is something. Do you see Stephen Colbert apologizing to President Trump because going over the top, or Alec Baldwin going out of his way to apologize for his over-the-top impression? The guy's selling a book that's, I believe, on the bestseller list that just mocks the president. A magazine takes some subtle swipes at Hillary Clinton, and the supporters go absolutely crazy. In fact, one of the Sarah Jones, who is a writer for a liberal magazine called New Republic, observed that criticizing Hillary Clinton is a guarantee that you're going to get days of really vile abuse directed at you online, and it sucks, close quote. Really?
Look, you also, I mean, let's be clear here. You're picking out very specific people. Alec Baldwin is making money because of his impersonations of President Trump.
So he should apologize.
Of course. course Vanity Fair apologizes. That's saving their subscriber base. It's called a smart
so
business
it's not sincere.
decision. Alec Baldwin
so
should
it's
not
sincere. Their
apologize. Why would he
apologies.
apologize?
So Ethan, it is not sincere apology. It's just to save subscribers.
Not enough people understand how easy an apology is. More people in our society, including the president himself, should learn to apologize when you're wrong or you've done something to upset somebody else.
But
it's
what
so
did she
easy
do
to
wrong?
make peace.
If you have a magazine that takes a position that offends people and you have to apologize, why do you have columnists? Why do you have opinion people? Ethan, in your opinion right now, you tick people off. Will you apologize? Do you feel compelled to apologize to people who don't agree with you and are ticked off listening to your opinion?
But these are totally different target audiences. Brian, you and I speak about things that are controversial. Vanity Fair doesn't so much, and because they did something that was satirical, light humor, but it offended a large number of their subscriber base, of course, that is a smart business decision. We talk about it, President Business here, President Trump, and we're talking about, business in America. He's attacking an American business. Why is he not focusing today on Russia, Turkey, and Iran forming an axis of evil in the Middle East instead of Vanity Fair?
Well, I know. That's him, and that's what made him successful in business and now in politics. Ethan, always great to see you. Have a great New Year's Eve.
Brian, thank you. Happy New Year.